That's right, guys. I am matching with my wallpaper today. All right. I want you to know that I think I finally cracked the code on why Meghan Markle gets dragged harder than Prince Andrew. And spoiler alert, it's not because people think that she's been more immoral, because let's be honest, Andrew's royal scandal resume is basically untouchable. It's because Meghan plays a different kind of game. You see, men's meanness, when they're mean, you see it coming, like you know it's coming. But women's meanness, oh, that's chess. And Meghan, she's been running the board for years. Let's get started. All right, so this is the article we're going to be talking about in this episode because, oh my God, it's by Brioni Gordon. And she titled this The Worst Way Possible. She goes, "My loving friend, Meghan does not deserve to be called the Duchess Difficult. Shame on the foolish royals. The appalling events of this week have shown how wrong they are about her." Oh, brother, can't we roll our eyes together, please? It gets even worse. First of all, she titled this My Friend Meghan. I didn't see you at the round table for her birthday, and I didn't see your Instagram saying, "Happy birthday to my friend Megan." No. Let's see your Instagram really quick. I pulled it up. See? Nothing. Nothing. And where were you at the round table for her birthday? Right? Not so friendly now. Anyways, it says the first time I met Meghan Markle, she gave me a big old bear hug, the kind that makes you feel at ease, particularly when you are being presented to assorted royals in front of a bank of paying photographers. Oh, brother, these are the ones, the hugs that people don't want. Some people, you wanted it. I get it. You wanted it, but these are the hugs that people are like, maybe you shouldn't be hugging everybody. Not everybody wants those unwelcome hugs. Okay. I was at the 2018 Royal Foundation event to chair a panel on Heads Together, the mental health campaign I worked on with the young royals. And Meghan's down to earth demeanor worked like a charm, removing all the anxiety felt by myself and the other attendings, most of whom were normal people who had worked tirelessly to fundraise for the charities the foundation supported. We are all normal people. Some of us just have fake titles, this one, and more money than other people. That's it. But we are all just people. And that you felt nervous or anxiety, that's on you. That's really on you. I don't get surprised. So the president of the United States could be here and I'll be like, "Hey, yo, hi, how are you?" He's just another person. That's it. Anyways, I've got to know Meghan in the years since that first hug. We've gone for lunch. Oh, really? You've gone for lunch? But it was never photographed? How bizarre. We've gone for lunch, hung out at charitable projects together, maybe because nobody else wanted to hang out with her at the charitable projects with her. And you were the only one in the corner wanting to talk to her. I'm just saying. I visited her home in Frogmore Cottage and Montecito. So you followed her around. Okay. Each time we meet or exchange texts about life, I wonder what it says about the world that she could be so vilified and trolled while other members of the royal family seem to have been given a free pass to behave so badly as they want. Oh, and this is right here. This is exactly what I'm going to talk about because I'm going to show you exactly why Meghan is being vilified more than other royals, okay? So stay with me. All right, so let's start right here. Somehow, Andrew got away with it for decades, while Meghan was branded Duchess Difficult the moment she so much asked the Queen if she might be able to borrow a tiara for her wedding. Why is it that people will tolerate all manner of misbehavior from the likes of powerful men like Prince Andrew, but not a woman who, according to critics, has a habit of occasionally emailing her staff at 5 a.m.? Oh my God, now she's bringing in the misogynistic stuff. Okay, but first, you need to see the photos because the photos they put Brioni meeting Meghan for the first time. Look at how happy she is. All right, look at this one. Look at Meghan. Big old bear hug. I bet she can't forget that. Bet she smelled her hair too. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit livid because the way she's like, how can they do this to Meghan? Because she needs you, and I'm going to explain it all. And I want you to see how she ends it, because she goes, this brings me back to Meghan and the reports this week that her warm, friendly hug everyone approach made members of the royal household uncomfortable. Yes, because not everybody likes to be hugged. I like to hug people. If people want to hug me, I'm okay with it, but not all the time. If I don't know you, don't touch me. Like, that's something I want to do eventually. Then I'll show you my love, my warmth and affection. Anyways, I'm sorry, I went off on my rant. What fools the royals were for throwing away the marvelous opportunity they had with Meghan, while all continuing to cover up for atrocious Andrew. Shame on anyone who, in light of reading the claims of Andrew, still has the gall to call the Duchess of Sussex the difficult one. All right, and this is my cue. Let's start. Men, when they're mean, they're loud, they're blunt, and in your face. And that is Andrew right there. Disgusting, reckless, brazen, and a flamethrower to the bridge. You can see the damage from a mile away, and you can see it coming. Now, women being mean is strategic, psychological. I mean, just remember when you got bullied, when I got bullied, that's how females are. That's how girls are. They're like, I'm going to get her in recess. I'll be like, oh no. So let's get back on track. So women being mean is strategic and psychological. The I'm just being nice move, that's actually a power play that women do. Some, not all of them, okay? So the difference is one will burn the bridge in public. The other one quietly unscrews the bolts while you're walking across. And because women's meanness is often wrapped in politeness and PR polish, people tend to watch it a bit longer. It's not one and done explosion. It's a long running series. Because here's what people really miss. Andrew, for all his alleged filth and arrogance, did the one thing Meghan Markle will never do, and we haven't seen her do, is shut up and go away. Prince Andrew took his exile deal, walked off stage, and vanished. No book tour, no Oprah confessional, no podcast where he airs out his family laundry. He just disappeared. He knew how to do that. He's like, yeah, okay, I'm done. And here's the thing about public outrage. When you stop feeding it, it starves. The press gets bored, the headlines dry up, and the public moves on. Not because they forgive you, but because you're not in their face every 5 minutes. Andrew's scandal is like a bad movie we've all seen. We don't want to see it again. We know the plot. We hate the ending. And we've all stopped talking about it because there's nothing new and we don't want to hear about it anymore. Meghan, on the other hand, has an ongoing campaign, which is a totally different playbook. Every lunch, every photo op, every interview, every surprise public appearance. It's another episode in a series people already have strong feelings about. And if you already think the show is scripted, every new episode just confirms it. This is the difference between a close scandal and an ongoing campaign. A close scandal is the story's over, people have filed away their opinion and only revisit if something new truly happens. An ongoing campaign, you keep putting yourself back in the headlines, which reactivates every criticism, every suspicion, every grudge people already have against you. And that right there is Meghan. Andrew's name pops up when there's a new book excerpt or a rare photo at Balmoral. Meghan's name pops up because Meghan makes it pop up. That's the difference. She chooses the stage over silence, the spotlight over retreat. That's fine if the public's rooting for you, but if they're not, the spotlight turns into a magnifying glass. And I don't think she understands this because she's always thinking like, why is the public reacting differently to me? Is it because I'm a woman or a woman of color? No, Meghan, you get more heat, not because the public thinks you are morally worse than Andrew, but because you won't let the narrative rest. She plays the long game, but it's the kind of long game that keeps your critics energized and your reputation constantly under review. Andrew may have been a hurricane and a horrible one, but Meghan is a climate change. One is a disaster that you survive. The other one is a never-ending condition you have to live with. And let's not pretend that Meghan's kindness is floating around equally for everyone. This whole article defending her, yeah, that comes from someone Meghan's been very nice to. And I can bet my last jar of overpriced jam that niceness is strategic. Of course, she's warm to a journalist who can help her crafting narrative. Of course, she's friendly to someone who can write glowing profiles instead of critical headlines. That's not a friendship. That's asset management. And trust me, I say this from experience. I used to be a news journalist, and I can tell you, a lot of politicians, corporations, and high-profile figures know exactly how to play this game. They're nice to reporters, journalists, or even keep them on their payroll because they want something in return, just like Meghan. Positive coverage that shapes public perception. Friendly headlines when they're launching something, or my personal favorite is when a scandal hits, they want the press to just look away, downplay it, or spin it until it sounds like a misunderstanding instead of a mess. It's not generosity, it's an insurance. And Meghan, she's smart enough to know which reporters to charm and which ones to freeze out. Now, let's swap this scenario just for fun's sakes, If Brioni worked for Meghan directly in her PR team, and we've all heard what goes on. Early morning demands, impossible expectations, and high staff turnover, I bet you she wouldn't be writing this. If Brioni was just a regular nobody with no PR value, that hug would never have happened. The text messages, non-existent. Meghan's charm isn't charity. It's a calculated investment, and you can only get the dividends as long as you're useful. So why does Meghan get more public hate than Andrew? Because Andrew took the punishment and disappeared, while Meghan doubled down and kept selling tickets to her circus, all while strategically keeping certain people in her corner. All in all, in the game of public opinion, you can survive the hurricane, but the climate change, that's exhausting. In this article, this is the very reason she cultivates those friendships in the first place. This is the payoff, the fruit of Meghan's carefully maintained friendship with a journalist who will go to bat for her when she needs it. So what do you think? Is Meghan playing a brilliant PR game, or is she just setting herself up for the biggest self-sabotage of her career? Tell me in the comment section below, because from where I'm sitting, she mastered staying relevant, but relevance without public goodwill, that's not power. That's just a spotlight you sadly put yourself into. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.